Hello and welcome to this, episode 96 of VocTerGaming. I am your host, the vocal terrorist, Jesse Rain. And we are here with a Terran vs Zerg. It is the first proper game of 2012. Of course, I did do that week, but that was a warm-up week testing the stream. This is back to reality. First up, we have our Blue Zerg player, featuring on this channel very early in its run. He is mTwDIMAGA! And of course we have our Red Terran, one of my favourite players in the world right now. He is from Team Slayers. He is SMMA! So there we go. How is that for an intro, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to 2012. I got back from India on Sunday, and I'm just going to talk about that for a little while this game gets underway. I went out to India. I flew out to Bangalore. It's a 14-hour flight, not counting the amount of time I spent sat in an airport. The flights were horrendous. However, I met a very wonderful lady, because that's right, I went out there to see my girlfriend, who I've been with for over 8 months now. That is Swati Nair. Dear God, I've been practicing pronouncing that name. I really hope I didn't screw it up. But while I was there, we both bought a very nice ring for one another, and I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm now officially, properly engaged. We plan to get married very soon. We're going to get the first of our 3 weddings out of the way in July. That is going to be me and her getting a court-registered marriage in India in July. Then we're going to have a full Indian ceremony in Kerala in November. And then, of course, we will also get married in the UK, because I have family and friends who want a boozy night out afterwards. I don't think they care so much about the wedding, but hey. But anyway, guys, a few of you who watch this do know her and know how utterly fantastic she is. She's so supportive of me, so supportive of the VocTerGaming channel. My love for Starcraft 2. I would not be doing this without her. So, if you could, just huge thanks to her for everything she's done for me in the past 8 months, and hopefully will continue to do for the rest of our lives. But anyway, that is out of the way now. I will finally talk about the game. I know you're all bored. I know you all really want me to talk about Dimaga and MMA, but god damn it, I just got back from India and I miss her. So yeah, this is my channel. You can shut up. Random internet person who I don't know. Both players here have expanded. God, this feels weird getting back into the swing of it. It's been like 3 weeks since I did any commentary. Dimaga, of course, expanding first, but MMA expanding quickly behind just 1 Rax, taking both gas. So it looks like he's going to tech very, very quickly, which I have no problems with against a Zerg player. Is getting in the bunker up for defense always a good idea, especially when you don't know what's coming. This SCV is going to get in, however, and scout about a bit. So, Dimaga, European Zerg player. A player, of course, I watched very early on in my casting career. Really did impress me back then, and so I just thought now would be the perfect time to be self-indulgent, catch up with him, and see what's going on. This game, by the way, I forgot to mention, I don't have any notes in front of me like I normally do, because everything is rushed forever. This game is from the IEM tournament, the Intel Extreme Masters tournament in Kiev. They were plagued by some very, very unfortunate lag issues that were not their fault, and any criticism of them really should be kept away. It looks like going reactor Hellion, I'd imagine, with the reactor coming from there, adding 2 more barracks, so potentially reactor Hellion and heavy bio. Interesting. Now, of course, because I've been away for 2 weeks now, I've not really followed the metagame, and I wasn't really paying too much attention in the week or so beforehand. So I'm really out of date with what's been happening in the world, and I do apologise for that. I'm going to try and catch up on stuff over the next couple of days. So really, all we're getting from this commentary, all you're going to get from this commentary, is essentially just a play-by-play. I don't know much of the colour about this. Of course, I know the colour of MMA because I freaking love MMA. He's fantastic. He's absolutely brilliant. Just such a good player. If you don't watch the GSL, which is where MMA currently plays, out in South Korea, you really should. They have the yearly ticket subscription now, so you can watch all the games throughout the year. It is, I believe it's slightly discounted, I'm not sure. But if you don't want to pay that much, you can pay for each event separately, or you can pay for a monthly subscription, which is, I believe, $20 a month. But anyway, that is enough shilling for TSL and for GOM TV from me right now, since they do not pay me. Here we see Hellions are being cornered. Losing those Hellions isn't great. You can kill a lot of Zerglings, and obviously knows that this expansion is going to go down here very shortly. But really, losing those 2 Hellions isn't what you want to do. You want to start churning out as much as possible. MMA, though, going very defensive right now, really just turtling up and using those Hellions to keep an eye out to make sure he's not about to be attacked. While he gets up his production buildings, another reactor now going down on this factory. That's obviously going to be for Vikings and or Medevacs. Probably Medevacs, I would say, to start with. Vikings not really that useful in the early game against Zerg. Much more of a late game versus Broodlord type thing. DIMAGA, meanwhile, is expanding to that 3rd location, so he's going to try and keep that up. 2 evolution chambers going down. And this is interesting. Finally, got a Baneling nest on the way. I think that's important. MMA is going pretty heavy bio from here. And of course, Hellions as well, being light. Banelings do explode those very nicely. Interesting from MMA, interesting position of this expansion, choosing not to go straight for the 3rd, more easily defendable position. And it'll be interesting to see if I click the wrong place and completely lose where I'm going. No, it'll be interesting to see if DIMAGA scouts that, and he doesn't. So MMA really in quite a decent position right now. It's all going to depend on how the Banelings get used. It really is going to depend on how DIMAGA uses his Baneling. Because right now this is a large force coming out. Stim is finished. +1 is on the way. A +1 attack rather, and combat shield is also about a 1/3 of the way done. So we're killing some creatures. Now this is it. Zerglings swarming in everywhere, surrounding those Marines, taking down quite a few. This is bad for MMA. He does not want to lose his entire army at this juncture, and he is going to. Oh my! Does pick some up, however. Does get a medevac full of hurt Marines and a Hellion. Both Hellions, in fact, surviving. Both in orange, though. And, of course, he can just swarm Zerglings here. Really good defense from DIMAGA. There were just not enough there for MMA to really do anything. He just got absolutely swarmed. Nice to see siege tanks now coming out of that factory. He's going to need them to defeat those Banelings. Sorry for my my abrupt silence there. Just noticed a text message from the new fiance, and it is not wise to ignore those. I'm very easily distracted when it comes to these videos. I probably should turn my phone off or something. But never mind, never mind. This is the first. This is the first in the proper 2012 series, rather than the preview week. So we are going to be focused. We are going to have no criticism this year. Everyone is going to love me, and we will see how things pan out. Now these medevacs are retreating. Interesting, there is a Zergling here, so I'm wondering if he has seen it. DIMAGA has not seen this expansion. There is a Zergling here that has not seen this planetary fortress whatsoever. Oh, DIMAGA, you do not know that's there. Right now, DIMAGA appears to believe that MMA is on 2 base. Now, MMA is behind in the food count. Losing that army did harm him. So right now, there isn't a lot he can do but try and tech up. Try and get back into a more commanding position. Adding 2 racks is a really good way to do that. It's going to help him remake his bio army a lot faster. Second engineering bay is going down and armory is going down, so he's going heavy on the upgrades, which is about where you need to be. Now a small force again on the map. Mutas are out, but that is no worries to him right now. There are enough to take out these Marines though. Shoddy move there from MMA, losing some of his Marines. And now a huge engagement. Once again, DIMAGA attacking with Zerglings and Banelings. All the tanks go down. All the Marines go down. Oh my god. DIMAGA absolutely machine gunning this game. Here he comes out. Banelings busting his way right through that wall. SCV's about to die. If those Banelings touch them, oh my god. Everything is going to die. Banelings destroying everything. SlayerSMMA, GG's, and Dimaga takes the game in a commanding fashion. Oh, wow. Absolutely fantastic play from Dimaga. I'm sorry I was honestly so distracted and out of it during this game because holy crap, that was good. Okay, that is it for today. I will be back, of course, tomorrow with Game 2 in this series. I believe it's a best of 5. I once again apologise for the level of commentary and for everything going on. Just give me a few days to get back into the swing of things. It's so hard. Just coming back from India, I'm still really jet lagged. I'm still having trouble sleeping properly. But stick with me, it will get better, and look at the kind of fantastic games I'm bringing you. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next time.